Almost half of all adults over 65 deal with back pain, and a huge part of what makes it worse is something they do every single night without even realizing it, and that is the way they sleep. Best sleeping positions for seniors with back pain. That is exactly what Dr. Derek, is breaking down today. So let's get into it. Number 1, sleeping on the back with a pillow under the knees. This is widely considered the gold standard for seniors with back pain, and there is a clear reason why. When someone lies flat on their back, their body weight spreads evenly across the widest surface area of the body. According to the Cleveland Clinic, this helps reduce pressure points and supports proper alignment. But here's the thing, lying completely flat is not quite enough on its own. That is where the pillow comes in. Placing a firm pillow under the knees does something really important. It keeps the knees slightly bent, which takes pressure off the lower back and helps maintain the spine's natural curve. Think of the spine like a gentle S shape. When that curve is supported correctly, the muscles around it can finally relax during sleep. For extra support, a small rolled-up towel can be placed under the lower back as well, right at the arch. Some people find this makes a huge difference, especially if the mattress is on the firmer side and there is a small gap between the back and the surface of the bed. Now, back sleeping does come with one drawback that is worth knowing about. It can make snoring worse, and for those who already have sleep apnea, lying flat on the back is generally not the best idea. That is something to keep in mind and talk about with a doctor. But for general lower back pain relief, back sleeping with a pillow under the knees is one of the most well-supported positions out there. Number 2, sleeping on the side with a pillow between the knees. This is the position that research specifically points to for lower back pain relief, and it is worth paying close attention to this one. A controlled pilot study published in the journal Work, which looked at the effects of sleeping positions on back pain in physically active seniors, found a notable relationship between sleeping position and back pain levels. Side sleeping with proper support came out as a favorable option for reducing discomfort. Mayo Clinic also recommends this position, stating that flexing the knees slightly and placing a pillow between the legs helps align the spine, pelvis, and hips, all at the same time. But here is the key part that most people miss. The pillow between the knees is not optional. Without it, the top leg tends to fall forward, which rotates the hip and puts a twist on the lower spine. That twist, over 7 or 8 hours, can cause or worsen back pain rather than relieve it. So the correct way to do this: lie on the side with the knees slightly bent, not pulled all the way up to the chest, and place a firm pillow between the knees. The pillow should be thick enough to keep the knees and ankles comfortably separated. A full-length body pillow works great for this too because it supports both the knees and the lower legs at the same time. One more thing on this: if side sleeping feels natural, the left side is generally considered slightly better than the right for overall health. Left side sleeping supports digestion and may reduce acid reflux at night, which is a common issue for many seniors. But when it comes to back pain specifically, either side works. What matters most is having that pillow between the knees. Number 3, sleeping on the back, with the upper body slightly elevated. Here is one that does not get talked about nearly enough. And for a lot of seniors, it could be a game changer. Instead of lying completely flat on the back, try raising the upper body slightly. This can be done with a wedge pillow, a specially designed adjustable bed, or even just stacking a couple of firm pillows at the right angle. Why does this help? When the upper body is slightly elevated, even just 15 to 30 degrees, it reduces the compression on the lower spine. Gravity is still there, but the angle changes the way weight distributes across the back. According to opera beds, this position can actively reduce back and shoulder pain while also helping with other issues like acid reflux and nighttime breathing. For seniors dealing with both back pain and heartburn, this position can address 2 problems at once. The elevation helps keep stomach acid from moving up toward the throat, which means fewer wake-ups in the middle of the night. If there is no wedge pillow at home, a basic bed wedge can be found at most pharmacies or online for a fairly low cost. It is one of the more affordable tools for better sleep posture. And for those who find that lying flat always leads to waking up stiff and sore, this is a position worth trying before spending money on anything more complicated. Number 4, the reclined position, for those with spinal stenosis. Now, here is one specifically for seniors who have been told they have spinal stenosis, a condition where the spaces inside the spine narrow and put pressure on the nerves. Spinal stenosis is more common in older adults, and it often causes pain that gets worse when standing or lying flat. But it tends to feel better when the body is slightly reclined or bent forward at the hips. This is why some people with spinal stenosis actually sleep better in a recliner chair than in a regular bed. When the body is reclined at an angle, hips bent, back supported, the space inside the spinal canal opens up just a little, which can reduce the pressure on the nerves and make it easier to rest without pain. Now, sleeping in a recliner every night is not ideal for long-term joint health. But for someone going through a bad flare of spinal stenosis-related pain, it can offer real short-term relief. An adjustable bed that raises the head and foot simultaneously can replicate this position in a proper bed, which is a much better long-term solution. The key principle here is that a slightly flexed hip position, rather than lying completely flat, tends to ease the symptoms. Even placing a large pillow under the knees while lying on the back can create a mild version of this effect and give some relief. Number 5, the modified side position, for seniors with hip pain along with back pain. A lot of seniors deal with hip pain and back pain at the same time, and that combination can make it really tricky to find a comfortable position. Normal side sleeping puts direct pressure on the shoulder and hip that are in contact with the mattress. But there is a modified version that helps. Instead of lying directly on the side, the body tilts slightly forward, at about a 30 to 40 degree angle from flat, so the weight rests more on the front of the hip rather than directly on the side of it. A body pillow in front of the body helps support this position and keeps the spine from rotating. According to Silver Sneakers, which references research published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy, kyphosis, a condition where the upper spine curves forward, affects between 20 and 40% of older adults. For those with this type of spinal change, a pillow placed under the curve in the back for added support while side sleeping can make a noticeable difference in comfort. The modified side position essentially combines the benefits of back sleeping and side sleeping. It takes pressure off the hips while still helping the spine stay in a relatively neutral position. For seniors who cannot tolerate either back sleeping or direct side sleeping, this middle ground approach is worth trying. Number 6. What to absolutely avoid: stomach sleeping. This one is important. Stomach sleeping is consistently ranked as the worst position for back pain, and especially for seniors. Here is why. When lying face down, the middle of the body tends to sink into the mattress. That sinking flattens the spine's natural curve and pushes the lower back into an arched position that it was not designed to hold for hours at a time. On top of that, stomach sleeping requires turning the head to one side just to breathe, and holding that neck rotation for hours causes its own set of problems with neck, shoulder, and upper back pain. According to Keck Medicine of USC, stomach sleeping forces an unnatural extension of the spine that can strain the muscles and joints of the lower back significantly. This is especially true as people age and the spine becomes less flexible. Now, and this is really important, if stomach sleeping is the only way sleep happens and switching feels impossible, there is a way to make it slightly less harmful. Place a thin pillow or none at all under the head and put a flat pillow under the belly and pelvis. That small change can reduce the arch in the lower back and take some pressure off the spine. It will not fix the problem, but it makes the position a little less damaging. That said, making the gradual switch to side or back sleeping is worth the effort. It may take a few weeks to adjust, but the difference in morning back pain can be significant. Number 7. Pillow and mattress setup. The details that actually matter. Sleeping positions do not exist in a vacuum. The pillow and mattress setup can make a position work or completely cancel out its benefits. This is something that almost always gets overlooked. On pillows, the head pillow needs to keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Too high, and the neck tilts forward all night. Too flat, and it tilts back. According to Scott Bauch, a chiropractor referenced by Silver Sneakers, one simple way to check pillow height is to lie down and look at the position of the neck. If there are wrinkles on the neck, the pillow is too high. The neck should be straight, in line with the chest and back. For side sleepers, the head pillow should be thicker than for back sleepers, because there is more distance between the head and the mattress when lying on the side. A pillow that is too flat for a side sleeper means the neck tilts downward all night, which leads to stiffness in the morning. On mattresses, a mattress that sags in the middle is one of the most common hidden causes of back pain. According to AmeriCare Health, a medium firm mattress is generally best for supporting spinal alignment and reducing pressure on key joints. A mattress that is too soft lets the hips sink too deep, which misaligns the spine. One that is too firm does not allow the hips and shoulders to settle into the surface at all, which creates its own pressure points. Mattresses do not last forever. If the current mattress is more than 7 to 10 years old and has visible sagging or indentations where the body rests, that alone could be contributing significantly to back pain, regardless of sleeping position. Number 8, getting in and out of bed the right way. Here's the last point, and this one is often completely ignored, but it matters a lot. The way someone gets in and out of bed can cause or worsen back injury just as much as the position they sleep in. Twisting the spine while getting up, especially right after waking when the back is stiff, is a common way to trigger pain or muscle strain. The correct technique: roll onto the side first, then use the arms to push up to a sitting position, then stand from there. This log roll method avoids putting a rotational force on the spine at a time when it is least prepared to handle it. The same principle applies when getting into bed. Sit on the edge of the mattress first, then lower to the side, then roll onto the back or preferred position. Avoid falling backwards straight onto the mattress or sitting and then twisting to lie down, because that motion puts stress on the spine every single time. This little adjustment takes about 2 extra seconds, but done consistently, it protects the back during a moment of vulnerability that most people never even think about. The top positions to try are back sleeping with a pillow under the knees, side sleeping with a pillow between the knees, and slightly elevated back sleeping. And the one to move away from is stomach sleeping, which consistently creates more strain than it relieves. And as always, if back pain is severe, new, or getting worse, that is a conversation to have with a healthcare provider. With that said, I'll see you on the next video.